Hello, guys. I just wish to borrow 10 minutes of your time. Please listen to this particular interview between Teju Babyface and Jim Ike. This is a particular heart to heart talk that I got stuck with this video, and I wish to cut this few that you listen to and learn. Please help me share and comment on this video. Thank you.
Bro, I've tested this life in different ways. I've pushed this life to the edge. I don't share my stories. I've walked into the lion's den time and again, and I walked out. And I know it's not by my device. I'm not the most righteous person. I'm not the person. Everybody knows I'm a little crazy. But how do I survive these things? My intuition has been honed to a point where it scares me. I'm telling you, I'm not playing with you. Even as I speak to you, if this wasn't meant to happen, it will never happen. If like there be 20 bodies, it won't happen. Once something doesn't feel right about somebody, I know people, and it's not by psychology, it's by spirituality. I just spent some time with you. I will decide if I want to go along with the manipulation. I will decide, because it won't hurt me. But when time is due, I'll sit you down and tell you why you're wrong for picking me to manipulate. Bro, I don't know. I can't explain. And don't ask me to. I only understand the pattern of it. I understand the laws of it. And that's all you need to know sometimes. My perspective in life is different. I will never follow the laws the way people do. I think they are really, if you stay on that frequency, if you allow yourself to elevate on that path, you will understand how life really works. I don't stress about anything. I don't worry about what other people are doing. I'm blind, deaf, mute to anything else around me. I just understand the vibrations, the frequency, and how to stay on it. I don't ask questions how it happens. Anytime I want a solution, I don't begin to ask, how would this person know? This person needs like 10 people, has 10 bodyguards, 10 PAs. How do I attend? But once it's clear in my mind, this will happen. I sit back. This is where you're getting wrong. The stress and the worries and the desperation on how to connect to make it happen is the problem. I sit back and I wait. The only thing I do is that if it begins to take a certain protracted time, I go back again and intensify prayers, or find out if I'm stressing. And usually I'm stressing. I lay back again and wait. My brother, 9 out of 10, it happens. There are ways things are done. Your job is to stay out of the way. Put your wish out. Put in the work necessary. Make sure you have the gift. Make sure your intention is good. For me, every endeavor, every milestone in my life, I decide who I will bless. I don't understand. I don't want to do tithing. It's complicated for me. You must understand. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's your belief system. It's just complicated for me. Me, I could have an agreement in God. You go foster yours. Everything in life is an act of negotiation. I tell God, do this for me. I'm changing 5 people's lives. 5. And those 5, I'll call people somehow extremely desperate people, like people that need this resource, need that token. If it's 500K per person, I'm offering 1 million, I'm offering. I will find people that need a widow, a son, or someone that needs gift. He will come. I'll pay. I'll move. That is my tithe. It works for me. It's really that simple.
Will you get married again? This is why I ask.
Let me explain something to you about this life. Okay, putting me on the spot like that is very mean of you.
No, I don't.
But you're my friend, though.
Oh, yeah,
but it's a beautiful question. Let me again allude to my idiosyncrasy, my belief system that love is the greatest vibration in life. Do you know some people spend their entire life, they never find it? I have a friend, his name is Bode. Once in a while I sit down with Bode, and Bode never stresses about certain things.
The Bode I know.
Yes, the Bode we know.
The Bode we know.
So Bode doesn't look at relationship in that wholesome, traditional way. Bode will stay out sometimes 3 a.m. because sometimes people misjudge how he lives. Bode can stay with me 4, 5 a.m. if the pursuit is right. And he never has to worry about who is at home. Okay, I'm trying to tell you how unique an experience is in this thing called marriage if you find the right person. And then sometimes when somebody doesn't see value in being around you, he lies the dumbest lie just to escape. Everybody might be offended except me, because I've come to understand him. And he goes home. I've met his wife 3-4 times. He couldn't have married anybody else. It wouldn't have worked for him. Of course, there are ups and downs. I'm sure they have their share of troubles and all that. I've seen his kids, wholesome kids. So, but it comes with a charm offensive in everything he does. And I'm telling you, I think is a function of the kind of home he runs. Why he married someone that's totally amiable and complementary to his lifestyle and his energy and who he is. I don't think if Bode goes broke tomorrow, he will ever have to worry about who he left at home. And I don't think if he has $1 billion, anything specifically will change except material things here and there. It's a blessing. So, the person I'm seeing now has that. You understand me? We discover different things in each other as we go. But one of the things is that, that my discernment, sometimes I believe, except recently where I say, is this a curse even? Is there a downturn in knowing too much? And it's not intellectually. Mine is not intellectual. It's a certain kind of wisdom. It's unconventional wisdom where I know before I see or hear. Where I know by what you're not telling me rather than what you tell me. Where I see rather than everybody listen, every time you come to somebody, believe me, what you offer that person is presentation, which is your best foot forward. The first impression, that's why it's called first impression. When the person transcends that, he gets to know the real Taju. Your guards are down. You can be goofy, you can be dirty, you can be unpleasant, you can be angry around that person. That is who you are. There's something every time you meet somebody, and please, I want you to practice this. Take it as a little offer from me. It's called micro expression. You know what micro expression is? In the millisecond it takes between when you cross a room and put your hand in another person's hand to feel his pulse and his energy, there's an expression that go on their face. They quickly wipe it. It can be with a woman you've dated 10 years, a guy you've known 15 years. It's called micro expression. I'm even letting out some secret I'm not supposed to, but what the hell? I have mastered it. I did it back to back, read on it. I swear by default, by errors and omission, I mastered it. Every time I walk into a room, I just pan everybody's face. Some is jealousy, some is disdain, some is sheer anger, some is even hate. And usually the one that welcomes me most, that bears these expressions, then they switch immediately to the impression, to the presentation. Then they smile and hug me and pat me on the back and tell me how pleased they are in having me in the room. It's a lie. They've already betrayed their true emotion by that millisecond expression called I live with that code. What am I trying to? I'm just trying to tell you that I'm beyond being fooled. So whoever I'm with, it doesn't matter if she's the most beautiful person. She could walk in here and just be the most unattainable person, the most unreasonable person, but she is tailor-made for me. Because I can't be with anybody else that would bring doubt in question. I'm beyond it. Idris Elba, let me tell you, because I want to tell you that it happens even at the highest level, was asked about his recent wife. If he didn't work out, what will happen? He said, that's it. Bachelor for life. One bad experience is enough. Grown up kids. Successful career. What else do you need? He said he had it in him for just one more relationship. So that before you begin to think it only happens that people settle. No, bro. Except you just want to be an idiot, transiting through life for no reason, going on this journey for no apparent reason. Because I love being married, I love being in a home, I love coming home to somebody. We all do, except you're not half a man. And I was raised as 100% man. What is life if you can't share your losses and your successes with someone? Take a walk with someone. At some point, you're going to get tired of walking alone, of celebrating alone, of winning alone, and fighting alone. Going to bed alone, and reminding yourself every morning how strong you are. I don't have to remind myself how strong I am. It's there. Whether you see it or not, it is there. It's unmovable. I just need somebody I can be weak around them and be comfortable. Period.
That's deep. Thank you.
We don't even have to apologize sometimes. He just explained, this is my perspective, this is it, We don't hang around emotions. We don't have time for it. That's why I can't be friends with everybody. I need somebody that won't be hung up on my last act. I'm too transitional for it. My propensity for growth is at a alacrity that you can't keep up with. Who I was yesterday is different from who I am today. So it's not everybody that can keep up with that. I need somebody that I won't call for 10 weeks and he's not in his feelings. There's a time I didn't call him for 4 months. He didn't call me too. We don't have to. But when we call, it's value. Hey, what's going on? I'm coming into town. This is what I want to do. Boom, we start. I don't want a friend I'm in your life every day. It's never going to work because I'll never show up for your kid's birthday. You will find me wanting at your anniversary. When you have certain issues, I may not be the one to reach, but I'll tell you, when you call me and I sense, and it's not even a function of what you tell me, I sense that you need me. I'm telling you, I'm going to move every mountain. So you decide the kind of friends you want.
Okay.
Mine doesn't have to be there all the time. I don't need anybody that's in my space. So I'll tell you the kind of friends you should have. The one that even in doubt, they support you. Even they don't know you can't do it, they will support you. If that L came, let me tell you, if I didn't do this job well, he would have taken that L with me. It would have been his downfall as well as mine. Every day that we came together, I saw the doubt in him. In fact, because I didn't say much, I didn't tell them of game plans. I didn't say anything all through our creation process. So of everybody that had doubt, it was him. I said, this I'm going to see. He always was, my discernment read all the doubts, the body language, the micro expressions on him. Every time I'm telling him, there was no full belief. There was always like, man, I'm going to go with you because you're my guy. But at the middle of it, when he was calling people, I never had to, that's the way I operate. I never have to validate myself for anybody. That's my core strength. I've never, my colleague walked in here and said, hey, when we start this, let's say, I told her, shut up.